The Spyderco Blackout Autonomy 2 automatic, the LC200N blade, serrated edge, wicked cutter. The blade HQ Protech TR3 exclusive with the S45VN blade. I've been meaning to get both of these for a while. The Autonomy 2 Blackout is not in stock very often. $269.50, knife ship free, and DLT had the serrated version in stock. I didn't see anywhere where it had the plain edge. I was looking for the serrated edge. Shows the blade steel, blade length, open length, closed length, blade thickness, and 5.6 ounces. It is a little heavy because it's got solid steel liners. You know, they're not skeletonized. TR3 195. They come in and out of stock. I'm not sure when they're going to have these back in again with the S40. I know I've seen some with Magna Cut out there. So this one is only right hand tip up. The Autonomy 2 you could change to both sides, left and right. Aluminum body, the weight's light, 3.68 ounces. Shows all the pertinent information. 195 bucks. So this knife, as you can see, it doesn't have any skeletonized liners. I'm not sure why they did that. I'm sure they could have pulled at least a half an ounce or so out of there. Or maybe it's for the strength. Look how thick the actual G10 is on this thing. Well made. The way this actually works, it's got a spring, coil spring inside here that you could replace the parts. It does come in a parts kit, either black or just standard. You know, so there's a blackout model. Now this is the, you know, everyday carry version. They make the sheep's foot blackout now, but they also have the original, which is for the, you know, they developed for the Coast Guard. This one does have the safety on it. You can't push the button. So if you look at the way the mechanism works, I don't know if the camera is going to see in there, it's got a spring coming off the liner, and that's what's giving the button pressure. It's not like this where the spring is behind the button lock. There's a little spring behind the button lock there, and that's what's making, you know, that go in and out. This one, for the actual button, you can see the arm coming off into the actuator. So it's like a button lock. Oh, take the safety off. You can see the bottom, it's like a button lock when it's closed, but it's the way this rides at the end on that tang, it's just like a regular knife when it sits up there. Good ergonomics. You know, these, I don't know if you've tried Spyderco's. I'm getting more and more towards serrated blades. They're cutting machines. They last a long time. The edge retention's longer. Well, once again, my son's a lineman. I gave him that. He's got the Shaman serrated, which has been an everyday work knife. Absolutely beating the crap out of that. And then he got that Elite Microtech Auto Tanto with the serrated full serration. And this is going to end up being his too. You know, because when he's up on the wire, he wants to be able to, with his glove, to be able to pull. And this one's even going to be better because it's got a bigger button on it. And then cut. You know, he wants to be able to do one-handed operation. So this is more standard style automatic that you see. Protech's, you know, got this mastered. I'm not quite sure why they're so good with their automatics, but they're having issues with the button lock on like the Malibu and the Mordax, which I have had issues with. Well made, good ergonomics. You know, I have pretty large hands. It fits perfect. This has been my everyday carry now for the last, I don't know, 2.5, 3 months, and I just absolutely love it. Now, I'm not quite sure what's going on with Protech's grinds. You know, their bevels. It's all over the place. This is still the factory. I've just been trying to keep it, stropping it. You know, I haven't tried to reprofile it yet. I just got some new diamond rods for the sharp maker. But I don't know if you could see that. It's just all over the place. And the Mordax that I got is like that, and the Malibu, the grinds were just, the bevel was just horrible. Perfectly centered. Now, this is a fun knife to carry. This coating has been holding up well, as is the anodizing. You know, you are going to get chips and dings. I've been hitting it on the stucco a couple times. I've been working on the motorhome. You can see the clip has been chewed up, you know, right in here. I mean, that's just going to be normal wear. Right here on the end, I think I popped it inside here. This is just a great everyday knife. I'm loving it. So I was going to show the similarities here between these two. You know, this is the Caribbean. Obviously, this is a compression lock, but look at the similarities in the shape. You know, the leaf-shaped blade. You know, it's not rocket science. I know Sal's a great designer, but, you know, a lot of them are very similar. This is almost kind of like got a Manix 2 XL body on it. But if you like Spydercos without the choils, I mean, these are the ones I love. This is the, I think it's a Lynch clip, titanium clip that I put in there, deep carry. It comes with a titanium clip, but it's not deep carry. Once again, you can get a kit for this. I haven't seen it in stock anywhere, but you could actually take apart, and if the spring breaks, without taking the whole knife apart. I don't think Spyderco, you know, they don't really like you taking their knives apart. Inside here, it's bronze phosphorus on the lock side over here, the button. But the other side, it looks like it's, I don't know, it must be a really small bronze phosphorus in between. I don't know if you could see that in there or not. It's hard to see. But I'm assuming that they're not just letting it ride on the metal there. It's got to have a really skinny. But when you're looking at it, you could see the bronze phosphorus on this side, but you can't really see anything on this side, just the metal from this cage. Reliable, good firing. You know, I think he's going to love this knife. And once again, I just can't stress enough of how good Spyderco's serrations are. If you haven't tried them because you think they're ugly, whatever, you got to try it. It is just a cutting machine. And it's really easy to sharpen these on the sharp maker, you know, just taking it down. I think you do 3, what I've been doing is 3 on this side and then 1 to take off the burr on the back side. You know, 3 strokes to 1 to sharpen the serrations. All of these are pretty much off center, every one I've ever seen. That's pretty normal because of spring tension, so, you know, there's a lot of spring tension. When I got this one, it was almost touching the scale. I did loosen all the screws, and I wedged something in here and then put it back together, you know, tighten everything up, and it's okay now. It's been fine. I also had the Loctite to pivot. There's really no blade play now, but there was a tiny bit of blade play in there. So this shows the size comparison. And these have similar edge sizes if you look. I mean, maybe a 1/4 inch difference. So this is the Autocrat that I've already done a review on. And then, of course, the Caribbean. So, you know, if you're allowed to have autos in your jurisdiction, or you're allowed to, you know, have them at your house, or I don't know, you know, it's different all around the country. But if you're interested in, I'm very impressed with this knife so far. I don't know if it's going to be this kind of reliability over time. You know, this is a proven knife. But so far, it's very impressive. And I like the fact that it does have the extra safety. Some of these come like that. You know, you can get the safety on them. You can see how where the button slides all the way through to this side. See if I can hold it while I push on it here. You can see that. Oops. Safety again. You can see it sliding through the, you can see how that spring goes into the liner. So the Spyderco Autonomy 2 full blackout with serrated edge, and the Protech TR3 Blade HQ exclusive. So I haven't been around. I've had a lot of family in town, a lot of medical issues. I realize it's almost been, I think, a month since I put a video up. I've been getting knives. I just haven't had a chance to do it because, other factors. But hope everybody's doing well, and thanks for watching.